Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stack Crypto channel. It's your boy Brazen.
And your boy Double O.
Hey man, the crypto markets are crashing. Okay, Brandon is running a train through this thing.
Brandon, come on.
Let's get in there, man. We're going to begin with some technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course we have a new coin, Power.
Power
Ledger.
baby.
Power to the people.
Power.
Right, and then we're going to be taking another dive into the current legislation, right? Some new legislation that the infrastructure bill?
Infrastructure bill got passed and they snaked that little crypto stuff in there.
Hey,
Let's
man.
talk about it.
Which is just wrecking everything right now. And of course, we're going to be finishing this up with BitPay and Shiba Inu. So let's get right in there. Bitcoin currently trading at 60,000. As a matter of fact, they made it down to about 58,000 at some point last night.
Jesus.
Right? But we're currently sitting at $60,000, and it's looking very much like something we've seen before, Kenny. What do you think? I just didn't think it was. I just did not think it was gonna be at this point. You know, I was expecting that maybe it was gonna run up a bit, but I mean, dude, we did not go too far from where we were before.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, we expect these things. You know, that's one of the lessons that we learned in Florida, right? Is that you want to have some cash in hand for moments like this to get some discounts. Make this quick, man. We had those triple bottoms. We had a little pump up, but of course, the FUD's got to get printed out. So, and the FUD this time around seems to be real. It's never freaking FUD. It's a freaking legislation that got passed.
Bad legislation.
Bad legislation. Let's not get political. Anyway, let's just focus on
it's not a
technicals.
matter of political, bro. When you look at the definition, I'm not talking about whole legislation. I'm talking about this part that is specifically referring to cryptocurrency here. Okay, it's bad legislation. You have to call it what it is. You cannot put such a blanket statement on everything because this opens room to screw the people over in the maximum. You see what I'm saying?
The government has been screwing the people up lately, and I don't think they know that. There's like a big detachment between government policy and what people are feeling in their wallets.
Right.
And they don't seem to give a care.
Hey.
Well, looking at the TA right now, we are currently at the 0.236. It just crossed the 0.382. It's a very strong support level, given that we had those triple bottoms there. But as we know, that triple bottom might be pretty good support, but crossing that 0.382 is a big decider.
Right.
And this FUD right here is some pretty good one. So I think there might be some continuity to this fall, down to the zero, which is at 58,000.
Right.
And then we of course have our previous resistance level, which are now support level,
Absolutely.
which will be 56,000, and then down to 53,000. So until this legislation gets fixed, I'm sure the paper and retail investors might start exiting, and the bears might just jump in and say it's time to make some puts and let's make some money. And of course, we have that $1 billion futures ETF out there. Those guys don't give a flying F. Whatever it takes for them to make money, that's what they do. So of course, they're gonna head to this as well. So
absolutely,
big chances it's gonna come crashing down.
You know, when I see this one here, I'm thinking, and you see this area which I circled here at the top, where you have that pullback that moves up a bit and a pullback. It looks eerily similar to what we have seen previously, right? Where we have a move up and then pulls back, and you think it's gonna keep going up, but then it dips again. So I think we're going to be seeing quite a bit of the same thing in this situation as well, right? So we have this pullback here, another pullback here, which looks very similar to what is happening right now.
By the way, we have triple bottoms on all those pullbacks, by the way, too, as well.
Exactly, right? So I think it's something similar. This is not the first time that this has happened. Just the crypto markets, the crypto markets reacting to some I guess not so pleasant news. Exactly.
Yeah, this is some serious one though.
Exactly. So I think
it's against the U.S. government.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a similar thing, and I think it is very important that people just really start paying attention to this stuff.
Yeah,
You
pay
know,
attention to your government policies. And
yeah,
who
because
you elect.
there's some really predatory taxation uh, uh, ideas,
Policies.
yeah, policies and ideas that are coming out, or that are at least being pushed, that I don't think is helpful for any of us, right?
Does not help the
And
poor, does not help the
it does not
rich.
help. It does not help
Everybody
anyone.
is
It does not
effed.
help anyone,
What
and
the heck are you trying to do in my bank account? I
right,
don't know.
and you also have to also look at the fact that ultimately, right, we're all being robbed by inflation. So
Yep.
you need to find a way to be able to hedge against these things. Cryptocurrency is one of those things.
Yep.
And hey, it's just,
It's coming.
we can't tell anyone what to do, but it's something that is there, and everyone should be aware of it and have a strategy to combat inflation in their life. Go ahead.
Not financial advice, right?
Yes.
But those of us that have been in crypto for a while know that these things happen. Just buy the low, because I think that's what people are watching us for. It's like, what do I do? Do I sell? When you sell is when you take a loss. Those that are still enjoying the Bitcoin benefits from $2 and $20 are those that have held through the tough times.
Absolutely.
And we are now also now in that game, and we'll learn from their lessons.
Right.
Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Let's ride the train.
Hey.
Or let's ride the roller coaster.
The roller coaster, man. Bitcoin is international, man. So it is interesting to see that all these legislations are putting in place. How does it play on an international level? Because if you could adhere to the rules and regulation of Bitcoin in the United States, but if you're able to participate in cryptocurrency in other countries as well, do citizenship type stuff now, how does that work for you? Something to also look into.
I think Americans have been made to believe that America is the greatest country in the world, which is true in terms of freedom.
Yeah.
But there are other countries that have just as much freedom.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the lessons that we learned in Miami, is
Right.
that definitely look into getting the second passport. I know some of these countries have some super awesome weather.
Right.
Yeah. I won't tell you what country I'll be picking, but I'm definitely gonna be adding to my passports.
There's a lot of strategies you can out there which you can use to protect your assets and your wealth.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Ethereum, right? Currently trading at 4,258. We had this beautiful continuation bullish channel going on there. Onto a certain,
Brandon signed the legislation.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Wow. But yeah, so there we go. As you can see now, this Ethereum has broken out of that bullish channel. The game now is completely different. There's definitely a lot more support levels on this one. Kenny, tell us about this.
So Ethereum, it's not gonna come crashing down as fast as Bitcoin for sure, because it has a lot of previous resistance level that have now become support layers.
Right.
So right now it's currently crossing the 0.786, which is like 4,400.
Yes.
And it's currently 4,200.
Right.
Looking like it want to stand strong, but there is a major support level at 4,196, and another support level at what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of.
Another support level right there at 4,026. So that's a ton of support level. There's another support level right at 38,030.
Right.
So that's a lot of strong supports that Ethereum is going to face before it comes crashing down. But Ethereum will probably hold stronger than Bitcoin crashing based on the charts that we have here.
Well,
how far down can Ethereum come crashing? If things get really bad, it could come down as 2,651, but we don't see that happening.
Exactly. I mean, I think this is just a matter of looking at those previous support levels, right? I mean, that is the worst case scenario there, making it all the way down to 2,700, which, listen, man, if it makes it to 2,700, actually I hope it makes it to 2,700. Yes, I would like to buy some Ethereum for cheap. As actually, if we can make it down to, if we can make it down to about 1,700, that is a sweet,
that would never happen,
dude. That would be money.
I would sell my car and go buy Ethereum.
Dude, You think that's a joke, bro? I will sell my car. Go buy some Ethereum. Yeah, no, totally. So it's interesting. We'll see. We'll see what happens there, man. It's a whole new world this morning, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, folks, do not be paper hands, right? Right through these things. I'm pretty sure that people have gone through way more worse battles than this. You know,
Ooh.
what's that?
You know what could happen? Something just came to my mind. If those futures ETF mongers decide to go do a bear market, but then all the retail investors said they were going to hold, and the market doesn't come crashing down like they expected, they'll just give them a middle finger like they did to Tesla, like they did to what's his name, that was trying to screw up Tesla.
What's his name? Was it Andrula? Man, so many people have gotten wrecked trying to short Tesla. When would they learn?
Hey, retail investors, man. Oh, the line.
Absolutely.
Not financial advice.
Listen, I do not freaking depend on retail.
Sell.
Paper hands, man. You can't. But at the same time, it is their money, man. They can do whatever they want. If you want to sell on a loss, that is also your choice. You know, it's a free country. You know, so. But in the long term, we'll only be hearing that story from you. The last coin we're going to be looking at is Power. Now, Power is an operating system for new energy markets, enabling tracking and trading of energy, right? Flexibility services and environmental commodities. Kenny, tell us about this one. This is really cool.
Power, baby, more power.
Yeah.
Well, well. We want to get this in the US pretty soon, man. I think they're in Chile or somewhere over there. Right. So, like, if you have solar, if you have wind power, you know, right now in the US, it's extremely centralized. I think there are about 5 or 6 countries that control all the power in this country.
Yeah.
So what they are trying to do is that they want to decentralize power. So if I had solar in my house, I could trade my solar with my neighbor or anybody else in my near circumference, my near surroundings, and just trade by barter. That's what human beings were doing before this centralized control of power of everything. So what they're trying to do is decentralize power. So you got your own solar, you trade it with your neighbor, your neighbor trades it with somebody else. You got your own coal, so it makes power a little bit more efficient. And infrastructure bill got signed and everything else is going down, but power, baby, power is pumping.
Power seems to be running.
I'm not sure if there would legislation and governments in America will allow people to share power, but I think that would be a pretty good, interesting idea.
But here's
it will work in Africa pretty well.
I've always said this, and I keep saying this, man. Cryptocurrencies take us back to trade by barter in the most sophisticated way ever.
Yep.
And I don't want to, this is not to sound like screw the government, but there are certain situations where we really need to rethink, right? What we already know. We need to rethink what we already know, because this is how innovation comes about, right? Yep. We do not move forward as a society by just continuously going with an old idea that has been there for ages and ages. Okay, you came into this world, you saw it the way it was. If you leave the world the same way you met it, there's something wrong.
Your time here.
Yes, you have to live with something more positive. Maybe it is time for us to reimagine the way we share energy. Trade by barter. This is free trade, man. We're free to trade with each other. Okay, the government cannot restrict us from doing that. So what I'm saying here is we need to consider: would the government be overreaching in this case? Are they already overreaching? Well, they're already overreaching. We know this for sure.
They're already overreaching
in
US
many ways, right?
Yeah, in the US, in Maryland, for example, right?
Right.
You can't just trade your energy. You have to go through a centralized control to sell your energy back, and they tell you what price they get to buy it from. Like, hey, I generated my power. I should be able to sell it for the price that I made it for, not you give me a price that you want to buy for.
Right. So things like that, and of course taxation. I think that's something that we also need to revisit, right? Take a different look at it, because I think right now it's some very predatory taxation policies in place. So looking at power, currently trading at 73 cents. Now, Kenny, when you showed me this, the first thing when I got this one, the first thing I looked at, I pulled the chart all the way back, and I was looking all the way back to 2018, right? When this thing made it all the way to, what was it?
$2.
$2. Okay. That was a 3,984% move.
4,000% move.
Just about 4,000, we could round it there, about 4,000. Then This also means it dropped by that much as well, and it stayed there for many years. Well, a couple years.
Imagine what else for that many years, though.
What if they bought it at the top? Sure.
Oh,
look, man, if something moves up 1000%, I am out, bro.
I'm not buying. No,
I am out. I don't need to be up 3000. Hey, it's cool if I make it to 3000 something percent, but let's be honest, man, it's not a realistic something to be aiming for. If it happens, great for you. But to be aiming for that, interesting strategy. But looking at the TA here,
power. Yeah.
Would you get in at this point? How do you see this one?
This is what you call chase it, right? You never chase.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been looking at power and I'm like, it's Chile. It's not American. I'm not gonna buy it. At this point, I don't care what country it is. When it comes back down, I am adding to my Chile, to my power.
To your power. Okay. Hey,
power.
I'm still not holding power. But I think that is it. What I really love is the use case. And it's definitely something I'll be keeping an eye on. And we'll see where it goes from there. Moving on to the news then. President Biden signed infrastructure bill containing crypto broker reporting requirements into law. Senator Cynthia Lummis and others are now attempting to narrow the scope of the law's crypto broker clause with a separate bill. President Biden signed into law
yesterday.
Monday. Let me roll back. President Biden signed into law Monday the $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill, which contains a controversial cryptocurrency tax reporting requirement. I don't want to waste too much time on this English language situation, okay? But I just want to... President Biden signed into law on Monday. Abi, you see, Monday on goes right there. On Monday. It happened on Monday.
I knew you were going to do that.
Come on, man. Jesus Christ, who is writing? Listen, America's in trouble, bro. These are the people that are hired to write articles
Nelson
these days.
Wang. His name is Nelson Wang, so it's Chinese. So allow him.
Okay, President Biden signed into law on Monday the $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill, which contains a controversial cryptocurrency tax reporting requirement. The crypto industry was concerned about the tax reporting requirement within the bill that sought to expand the definition of a broker for Internal Revenue Service purposes, the IRS. The bill would require all brokers to report transactions under the current tax code. What is brokers? Is one of the big issues in this one, right? So the industry proponents worried the definition will be too broad, capturing entities such as miners and other parties that don't actually facilitate transactions. So other parties that don't actually facilitate transactions, what would that involve? Coders, you, me, right? People who are just trying to trade crypto.
I'm making profit sometimes. Sometimes you're just swapping.
Yes.
A transaction, right?
Right.
That's not taxable. I'm just swapping. I'm not making profit. I just literally change a blockchain.
You're just exchanging. Yeah.
Exchange it. Are you going to tax me for exchanging?
Yeah.
Or are you going to tax me from moving from one exchange to move to another?
Exactly.
Like, what are you taxing me on?
Listen, this is extremely predatory. I keep saying it. And one thing that when we went to this cryptocurrency conference in Miami over the weekend, and one of the speakers there actually said taxation is slavery.
Yep.
We must be very careful with how much we keep accepting, because every time we just say yes, okay, it's just one thing, then one more thing adds on to it, and one more thing adds on to it. And before you know it, they've added so many blocks of things that you're now caged in.
Yeah.
When they say taxation is slavery,
that was passed, or was it they were trying to pass for them to get access to your bank account? If you have over $600 in your account, they must report it to the IRS.
Yes, actually, there was some pushback on that one, and I think they're talking about 10,000 now. But this is what I would say, man. If you were paying 50% tax, right? This means that you are 50% a slave to the government. So just take that equation and adjust it as you will, and understand that whatever you're getting taxed, and as they keep rolling out with these more and more predatory tax laws or attempts at dude, the one that really got me was the capital, like taxing unrealized gains.
That's what Tesla is going through. That's why you have to sell so many Tesla stocks.
The insanity behind that, bro, it blows my mind. Carry on.
They tax you, and then they go into wars that you don't sign up for and kill people. Like,
hey, listen, these things can get. This is why crypto exists, right? And it's like, yes, we want to avoid talking about politics in these situations, but at the same time, I think it's weird to me that people want to avoid talking about politics, because these things are affecting all of our lives. So if something is affecting your life and you don't want to talk about it in public, something is wrong. Something is wrong, because now you're censoring yourselves on matters that are affecting you, decisions that are being made by other people that are affecting your personal life. So we'll talk about politics. It's whatever. Key senators. Bro, we have to be comfortable talking about politics, bro. You cannot be worried about offending people, bro. Because
true that.
Everyone is going to get offended over something. I am offended by these things. This is why we must talk about it. It is what it is. If someone is offended by it, then hey man, you might want to consider. Yeah, let me leave it alone. Key senators plan to fix anti-crypto language in Biden's $1 trillion infrastructure law. So these are some senators. Look, there is some light somewhere in the tunnel. I don't know if it's at the end of the tunnel, but we have some senators that are pushing back, trying to fight back against this predatory infrastructure bill, if you will, right? So some of the bipartisan opposition to that piece of legislation came from lawmakers who opposed two key provisions in the bill having to do with cryptocurrency. First dealt with the vague language around the definition of crypto broker, which would require burdensome transaction reporting requirements on crypto users, small and large. Crypto users, not that. Crypto users, not just exchanges, right? Yep. So the other deals with the requirements to provide significant data details to the IRS for crypto transactions of 10,000 or more. There is the right of privacy, right to privacy act, right? Yep. Which allows you to have privacy to your accounts and for the IRS not to be collecting data on your transactions, right? Your financial transactions and things like that. Direct violation of these things, man. I mean, these people are ripping the Constitution daily and just throwing it out the window.
If President Trump can use it, everybody should be able to use it.
Exactly. And we plan to absolutely use it.
By the way, it's bipartisan, so it's both Democrats and Republicans fighting against it. Hopefully this kind of moves up faster, because you know how they say they're working on something and it takes them years.
Bro, it takes them forever, man. I mean, even I don't care who does it, man. I don't care if it's red or blue, man. Just do the right thing. It's ridiculous.
Hey, this is another advantage of crypto, Crypto governance makes government faster.
Exactly.
But all this old school.
But we're gonna need to at least get to that point where we at least get on the crypto wagon. BitPay will support Shiba Inu as soon as AMC Theater see. Let me do that right again. This is cool. BitPay will support Shiba Inu soon, says AMC Theater's CEO Adam Aaron. BitPay has decided to list Shiba Inu SHIB. AMC Theater's CEO announces that on Twitter. He announced this on Twitter?
Yep, he does everything on Twitter most of these days. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. This will allow AMC Theaters to accept SHIB payments for its movie tickets and concessions. That is a use case for you.
Just imagine, right? You have $1, you invest it in SHIB, $1 makes you $10. Now you can go watch a movie with $1.
Hey.
Does that make sense?
This is true. This is true.
This is why you invest.
I was explaining this to someone before. I was like, hey, man, imagine if you pull up to the gas station, right? And you bought gas. So you $20, right? You swipe your card, boom, $20 of gas. And then you're driving to go meet your friends. And by the time you get to hang out with your friends, you've already recovered $10 of that, or maybe $5 of that money that you spent on gas back on your card already. And you didn't do anything. How cool is that?
Yep.
I say this because I have experienced this myself. Okay, I use BitPay. I've actually haven't been using my BitPay card. I need to find it, but I have some crypto in there. But there was times when I was using my BitPay card, right, and I was using Bitcoin Cash, right. But now Shiba Inu is there, and Shiba Inu has a lot more volatility when it does move. So, yeah, this would be pretty cool. You know, I mean, people kind of said, well, there's no use case. I get it. I get it. People were jumping on it without doing the research and all of that stuff. But, if you're going to be bashing something, right, you should also be keeping up with the news. Because right now, Shiba Inu has a use case. We've known this for a while, though, that there's a use case coming to Shiba Inu while there were still people bashing it.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I need to go get that $1,000 that I have lost in the Etherscan back out from trying to dig and whatever it is called.
I totally we need to double time on that, man. It's time to recover that, what I'm saying. So let's work on that this week. Let's get that back. Awesome. Well, that is all we have for the news today. Kenny, any closing thoughts?
Please like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you like this broadcast.
We're giving away this wonderful shirt.
The 100 subscribers.
The 100 subscribers. We are 30 subscribers away, by the way.
Ooh, look, man.
30 subscribers away. It should be
easy. The progress is slow and steady, but we're going to make it there. And of course, at 500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away. Is it $500?
$500?
Yes, $500 worth of Cardano. 2 winners, $250 each. Random selection. All you have to do is to like and subscribe to the video. Thank you.
Easy money, baby.
Easy money. Does it get any easier than that? Right. We hope you enjoyed the video. We're excited to be doing this every day. We hope we can keep doing this and build a strong community. Right? The crypto world. What would you call it? A crypto community. Anyway,
that's what we're working on.
That's what we're working on, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time. Brazen up.
00 out.